Welcome to the law firm of Davis and Davis. We're not a real law firm.
Go ahead, grab a beer, a glass of wine, sit back and listen.
Hey, Burke and I are here to welcome you back to part 2.
Maybe we should talk about Geoff's setup on his computer for his.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's just segue into that. Why don't we?
Why not?
It's another game.
Hey, what's Carl's kid's name?
Kyle and Kira.
Kyle?
Kyle is his son. Kira's his daughter.
Damn, I swear I named him Dave.
Wow.
And he's only drinking beer. Can you imagine if he was drinking real alcohol?
I moved on to vanilla vodka and orange
Oh,
juice.
there we go.
You made yourself a dreamsicle, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that sounds.
Oh, it's so good.
No, never mind. No,
It is so good.
Sounds so gay.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm into the fruity drinks too. That straight scotch and whiskey.
I'm gonna stick with my tap water.
Yeah.
Lake Erie water. Awesome.
I understand you're working, all that. But the next time we're up on the island, I am bringing Dreamsicle mix.
Yeah, all right.
Because this shit is to die for, man, and it tastes just like a Dreamsicle.
So it's dangerous. All right. Well.
Yeah.
So Geoff, let me ask you, what was the proof on that moonshine?
What,
197, I think it was.
Oh my God.
What, you
That
didn't
was
want
the
to talk
worst.
about Carl anymore? I'm sorry. Go ahead. 197 proof, huh?
We stopped talking about Carl before.
Which time?
Yeah.
His wife's still talking. Go ahead.
It was almost like rubbing alcohol. I did like a little shot of it. It was almost like rubbing alcohol. I couldn't believe it.
It is. It's pure ethanol.
Oh.
The only reason it's 197 is because it has some water still in it. It hasn't evaporated.
I was
yet.
gonna say there's 197. That's just water from the world,
The air.
mixing in with it.
It's just pure ethanol.
Yeah, I
And
heard that.
I took a shot of this, and what was my reaction?
I heard that Burke was okay.
No, I took a shot of it. It was like
Hold on! Everybody stop, because Burke's like,
Alex was there too.
they took
yeah.
a shot, and it was like, they took a shot, and I took a shot, and it was like, yeah,
It
okay.
tastes good.
Yeah.
It gave me a shock. Holy shit.
So who was telling the truth here? Is
He's telling the truth.
so you
Alex inadvertently mixed a drink thinking it was rum because it was in one of the crocheted
That's
rum
right.
bottles.
Yeah, because Dad has his rum bottle that's wrapped the same exact way as yours. So like, oh, okay, I'll have
This is rum. I'll do this.
It was like a whole shot of it. It was a lot.
oh my God.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
If it's a consolation, whatever, I cannot stand moonshine.
You know what? Is when you get past the burn, all it does is taste like popcorn.
Yeah, I can see that.
Depends on what's made with though. So corn or fruit.
Usually
It's kind of
made
like
with
sake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crushed corn and sugar and yeast. That's all it was in there. That's 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
Sake. I only drink sake on December 7th.
That's fucked up.
No, that's a good day to drink it though. I don't know any other day to drink it, so.
What's May 9th? Jägermeister?
Oh, that was good. That was good. All right, so what do you guys have going on for the rest of this year? I know that you're both helping build the car.
Yep.
Oh yeah, constantly. As it comes, as new parts come in, we put them on. So.
And then we're trying to make more simulation videos. We're trying that still. So.
Well, we haven't talked about that yet. Tell us about your simulation room.
Man cave, I guess. So it all, me and Alex are from the generation who grew up on video games. So we were always into like Gran Turismo and stuff. I mean, and it's the fact that I'm in the U.S. military. I don't make a lot of money, and then I have to move every 3 years. So owning a race car really isn't in the cards for me. It isn't. But I still love to race. So I bought one of those little crappy $50 wheels for your PlayStation, and I loved it. So instead of that, over the past, how many years, Alex, you think, since Annapolis?
Probably about the same as Dad building that car.
So probably
8
over
years.
so 8 years, over the last 8 years, I spent $6 or $7 grand building a racing simulator.
Is it motion activated?
It's got motion. It's got force feedback. It's got everything with the pedals. It vibrates. It's got subwoofers where you want them. I've got fans that blow on your feet, on your face. It's got 3 different screens, so it's surround sound. I've got 7.1 Dolby Digital surround sound. It's got an actual. I got 3 different steering wheels now that you can choose from. The seat that I use is out of an RX-8. We actually use seat belts when we're racing on it. We use our shoes. We wear helmets. We try to get as immersive as we can when we're racing it.
Explain the one steering wheel.
Which one?
The one with all the buttons.
So I have it's an F1 steering wheel, basically. It's got switches, knobs, buttons, and all of it. It is FIA certified, so you can remove it from my simulator and put it on an actual car, and it still works. It's pretty sweet. I really enjoy it. It's meant for GT3 cars and F1 cars. So you can adjust. If you can think about adjusting something on the car, you can do it on the wheel. It's great. And it's all made by
That's
Kansa.
actually kind of cool if it'll do GT3.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of suspension adjustments that you can make off of the wheel.
Yeah. So let's see. I got traction control, brake bias, ABS control, start, stop, engine mapping, diff control, rear brake control. What else am I missing, Alex? Wipers, headlights, headlamps, up and down shifting. And then there's some other stuff just meant for specifically the game.
Dude, I would
controlling and getting around the menus.
I would throw an F1 car into that and cheat like a motherfucker.
Okay. You can drive. That's the one thing I love about my simulator. It's my dad is always getting on me. Oh, you should own a car. You should own a car. You should own a car. I'm just like, yeah, but as you notice, Dad, it's snowing outside, and what are you not doing? You're not driving your car. But I can get any car on any track at any time in the entire world, and I can put it on my simulator. If you have a feeling, let's say you watch the Italian Job, and you want to drive on the streets of Monaco in a Lamborghini Miura SV, I can do it. No problem. I mean, Alex likes to jump in on there, and he likes to jump on what was like the Audi Quattro from the 1986 Audi Quattro Group B rally car.
Yeah.
Through Finland. I can do it. You know, it's endless of what you can do and what you can drive, and it's really is a blast. But it's not just about cars. I can also have flight simulator on there. I also have truck simulator. I have space simulator. I have I have a tank simulator.
Ace Combat.
I have
So
Ace Combat on there, and I also have
yeah,
Now wait,
It's all-
hold
all
on here. Do you have the
customizable.
original Ace Combat?
I have the newest Ace Combat on there.
Oh my god!
the original. Whew. Well, you
That-
probably get it, but
You could probably find it.
Oh, I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
it on a 5.5-inch floppy over here,
sweet.
dude.
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling you, that was I love that.
Yeah.
You guys are race fans.
Yes.
No,
Obviously.
no.
Do you follow F1?
No.
No, and it's becoming the most popular sport in the world, as they say.
No. It's,
And it's like I haven't even gotten into it. I mean, there's so much news about like Lewis Hamilton. I see it all the time, but it's just like he just switched to a new team. It's like, but it's the biggest news in the world. I don't know. They're like celebrities instead of race car drivers. It's weird. I don't know. I just haven't gotten into it, I guess.
my personal thoughts is F1 stopped being cool in the late 2000s. The cars are too big. They're
Yeah.
too electronic. You
Mhm.
don't really have to drive the car anymore. The car drives you. It has gotten, I understand that there are safety rules for how fast they're going. It has gotten way too safe. The tracks haven't grown to the cars,
Mhm.
and there's no real racing anymore. I mean, there's an award for the person who overtakes the most. You know what the award was it 2015? It's because the person overtook 20 cars in the season. That's just worthless. That's not racing. That's setting a fast lap and then doing it with other people on the track, and that's it. I mean,
See, I didn't even know that. So like that's yeah,
I mean,
I'm so
you
far out of
barely
it.
overtake people. There's barely any real racing that happens. It's kind of gotten very numb. That's why I like the endurance racing, the IMSA racing. That's the good stuff.
Now, if they
Okay.
did the F1 racing for 24 hours, or even like 12 or 10 or 8 like these guys are doing, maybe I'll be like, all right, yeah. But they switch drivers as well. But
Yeah,
the
which you can't
safety,
do.
the safety on these F1 cars is effing incredible, though. I've
Oh.
seen it was like a couple years ago or last year, I saw a guy go literally through a guardrail and survive, like at 200 miles an hour or something. Ball
Oh
of
God, who
flames.
was that? Was that
I have no idea. I just remember seeing clips of it, and
I think it was Jensen Buttons. His car actually went and got caught in between
yeah, it was in between the two guardrails, like
the two
like
guardrails.
yeah, it was in. I can't believe that was insane that he survived
Sorry.
that. But because
I'm
of
an
the
F1
halo.
fan.
No,
I
good.
agree with you on certain points. The cars right now are the same length as a Lincoln Navigator.
Yeah, they're way too big. Don't
They're
get me
huge.
wrong. The technological advances they've made in these cars is
It's phenomenal.
You
incredible.
just have to put a wing on it and it'll fly.
They don't
It's like,
sound as good as the 2000 cars, but they're pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The hybrid technology, I'm not a big fan of, but it's there. I miss the V12s.
V10s. Oh,
yeah,
the monster V10s.
you can hear them from over a mile away. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
But like 5 years ago, I sat back and was having a discussion with someone. I was like, F1 needs to make regulations for their big tracks. They can have their big Lincoln Navigators out there all they want. But for the tracks like Monaco and the smaller stuff, they need to reduce the wheelbase by 2 feet.
Oh yeah.
And if they did
Yeah.
that, the racing would be there again.
Well, it's not only that, but they need to explore bigger tracks.
Yeah.
Like Circuit de la Sarre, the Le Mans track. If they race around Le Mans, that's a great track for those cars because it's huge. I mean, you can go forward wide with regular World Endurance Championship cars on that, and still have room. They need to explore bigger tracks.
There's a lot that needs to happen with F1. I don't think you're going to fix this right off the bat.
Oh, no.
What do you guys think about NASCAR getting more involved in road racing?
I
love
really enjoy that.
I
really think it's
like
cool.
I like the closed city street tracks. I can't remember, like, Detroit, Chicago, Seattle, like just close. I like it. It's real fun. And actually, we drive it. I've driven most of them on the simulator as well, and they're a blast. They're really tricky. They're short, tricky tracks. It's fun. They're a lot of fun.
And I think that the fact that NASCAR is also going back to the roots by introducing dirt tracks again, that's also really cool.
I didn't know that.
They're slowly pulling away the let's turn left for an hour and a half and nothing really happens. Now they're introducing actual road courses. They're going back to Mid-Ohio. They're going to Road America, where road racing is, paramount, and it's really good for not only the cars or the spectators, but it's good for the drivers.
Yeah.
Because then they can jump in these IMSA cars and do just as good. Like Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson used to run IMSA, and he was great.
No.
Last year they ran a NASCAR at Le Mans for 24 hours straight. Yes, it was adjusted for not street racing, but road racing. But it was at the bones. It was a NASCAR, and they did really good.
They finished. They finished the whole 24-hour.
Yeah.
To go along with that, Dale Earnhardt Jr. ran the IMSA races for years. As a matter of fact, that was the accident where he caught fire.
So did his father. He drove with his father.
Yeah.
In the Corvette.
In the Corvettes.
In the C6 Corvettes.
But I'm excited like you guys watching the NASCAR guys get off of these 1.5-mile tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these tracks, like California, are being reduced down to a 1/2-mile track.
Yeah.
They're going back to the roots of the short track racing. But what I love is that you've got all three styles. This is why I fell in love with ARCA racing when I was in it. We did road racing, we did dirt track racing, and we did super speedway racing.
Yeah.
And it was just a blast because you're having to learn 3 different ways to drive. Yet you've still got a 2,600-pound car that doesn't want to turn.
No.
Now, with that said, IndyCar has been bought out by our favorite person, Mr. Roger Penske.
No shit.
Yeah.
He owns everything, doesn't he?
We'll see what happens with that. I hope they stick with the road tracks still. I mean, they're never going to get away from Indy. I mean, it's called Indy for a reason, Indianapolis. But I hope they stick with the road tracks and stuff like that. But even my dad said the same thing. It was very boring racing because the cars are so freaking big.
And they're all exactly the same sound, the same look. They're but I mean, you get that with the Mazdas, but it's something different.
The IndyCar series, all of their cars are made by Dallara.
Yeah, they're all the same car.
It's all the exact same car. It's just different engines. My problem with that is that Chevrolet's going to be tough one year. Honda's going to be tough the next year. It rolls.
Yeah.
I miss, and I'm one of the few people in the world that sits back and goes, I don't care what the fuck these guys pay to build teams. I enjoy motorsports when the team is actually building their own cars. They're sticking to a very slighted stack of rules. You know, you can't be this high, you can't be this low, blah, blah, blah. You can't be this white. But let them become creative. That's okay. This is the same. Oh, now you got me on a tangent here. This is the same thing. This is the same thing that I've said about IndyCar. It's the same thing I've said about NASCAR. This is the downfall of your racing series. You are no longer an individual.
No.
You're now all in the same car, and whoever's good at that car is going to win. And whoever's not, instead of let's build a car for this driver and make it good and see if it competes against this driver over here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea, but then you get into the problem where you have the 1986 Group B rally cars.
Yes,
Where
I agree.
They were like, oh, there's less rules. Let's make a roll cage out of wood. let's see how thin we can make stuff. But let's see how much power we can pump into this car. I mean, it was to the point where the drivers the cars were faster than the drivers were able to think. You know,
Yes.
it got very dangerous, which is why they pulled out. That's why they literally called them the Killer Bees. But I agree with you that different cars make better racing. And that's why me and Alex and my family, we love the IMSA stuff, because on no planet is a Corvette C8 the same car as a Porsche 911 the 992. I mean, they're completely different cars, completely different platforms, and they drive, as Burke knows, from being on the simulator, they drive completely different.
Oh, God.
And it's amazing to watch that kind of racing. And I wish they do that with, I mean, there's a little bit of that in F1 where the cars are kind of different, but they're pretty much the same. Indy, they're the same cars. And then stock cars, they are literally the same cars. The only difference is the paint job.
Wrapping.
Sorry, it's not even a paint job. It's a wrap.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, it's there might be some small aerodynamic differences because one is a Dodge Charger and the other one's a Ford Mustang. But other than that,
you go all the way back to 2005.
Yeah, exactly.
NASCAR cars were all different. Every team built a different car.
Chevy Luma, baby. The Chevy Luma was the best.
There is no artistry in racing right now.
No, except for like the IMSA and the WEC. Yeah, where it's manufacturer cars.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the IMSA thing, it's the same thing. The cars are the same. If you have a 911, that 911 next to you is exactly the same. You might have different brakes, but those body panels are exactly the same.
Yes,
There's
they are.
no artistic.
All right. I want you to hold that thought and wait till Sebring, the 12 hours of Sebring, and then watch the Aston Martin Valkyrie go around and tell me that's not art.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be right back.
Now we're taking
go
a
into
break
our
when
last
Kansa makes a
segment.
point.
There's 26 seconds. You see that too.
Yes, I do. I see it.
Yeah, and I stopped that like 10 minutes ago.
You did.
All right, we got to take a little break.
All
We'll
right.
be right back.
All right.
For to the old and to the new, we rededicate this song to you.
Fucker, silver lining. Fucker, silver lining. It's only a yard. It's hard enough, hard enough. Fucker, a silver lining. Fuck a silver lining. 'Cause only God is hard enough, hard enough. Fuck a silver lining. Fuck a silver lining. 'Cause only God is hard enough, hard enough. It's just cherries, cherries. Everything is cherries on top. It's just cherries, cherries. Everything is cherries on top. We've been falling, falling. It's like we fell to the top. I was born to cut a million. Cut my teeth and made a killing. Now I'm dodging, dodging everything you think that I'm not. Archetype for television. Was lost in thought but had the vision. Hey, when you gonna say my name? When you gonna say my name? Quick charade, Beyonce, lemonade. When you gonna say my name? When you gonna say my name? No delay, no halfway. Let me hear you say one more, one more, one more. Silver lining, fuck a silver lining. 'Cause only God is hard enough, hard enough. Fuck a silver lining, fuck a silver lining. 'Cause only God is hard enough, hard enough. It's just cherries, cherries. Everything is cherries on top. It's just cherries, cherries. Everything is cherries on top. Silver lining, silver lining. 'Cause only God is hard enough, hard enough.
He'll know it. You have a guess?
No, I'm
No.
All my life been hustling and tonight is my appraisal. 'Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's
Nope.
a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist. Yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready
Oh.
for the latest. In the garden of evil. I'm gonna be the greatest.
Yeah, I guess I know the
In a
chorus.
golden cathedral, I'll be praying for the faithless.
Best
And if
deal?
you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
Oh, yes, I got it.
Yes?
Susie
Best deal?
Shims, I think it is, or Shims, or
Oh, so wrong.
Don't wait there. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it.
Alex,
I mean,
do you have a guess?
oh, do I have a guess? I was gonna say My Chemical Romance. The voice sounds a little like that, but that's not them.
Oh, so wrong.
All these
Oh, so
others
wrong.
are rosy. And if you never know,
So I wouldn't know.
then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for
Is
the
it
Burke?
Bastille? Bastille?
Absolutely wrong.
be the greatest? In a golden cathedral. I'll be praying for the faithless. And if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
Fall Boy?
Who?
Fall?
Oh, you're so wrong.
Everything's good. He says, he says, if it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said,
Anyone else got a guess?
I'm gonna cheat.
I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I see it, I want it, I take it, take it. If it's a dream, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Let's believe it. I must be dreaming. What a weekend.
Is it a VG?
Let's believe it.
I hear BG.
Avicii.
Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
You know what's sad is through that whole thing, not one of you had the brains to get online and go, "Hey, look,
I
Ma, I
did.
made it."
Yeah, look,
Just
Ma,
type
I
in,
made it. By
"Hey,
Susie
look, Ma, I
Shin.
made it."
Susie
By who?
Shin. Pray for the wicked.
It is
It's-
Panic at the Disco.
Ah,
It says Susie Shin right here. Pay for the
Oh,
weekend.
Panic. Oh, it was okay. My Chemical Romance, Panic. I meant
Ah.
okay. Panic.
That's a
That makes
challenge
sense.
right there. I'll challenge that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Well, there's an original and then
Susie
there's a
Shin.
remake.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Hmm? I didn't ask who wrote it. I said who's performing it.
Oh,
I
there you
don't
go.
know.
dick.
All right, ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
good.
we're back. That's an MG.
Back for the last attack.
So one of the things that I've had conversations with people that I've been in the racing community with for years is how do we fix racing? Now, there's certain series right now that don't need fixing. IMSA. F1 is doing good, but it's not where it should be. It's not at its peak. World Rally, probably one of my favorite racing series that's out there. How do we fix these other racing series? Now, my suggestion, as I stated earlier, is let the teams have a little bit more creative control. This is where World Rally actually makes their mark. They have a base set of rules to follow, but each team builds their own freaking car.
Oh yeah, in completely different ways. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just recently got rid of the hybrid. You don't have to run a hybrid anymore,
Yeah.
which is great.
Is
You can
absolutely,
if you want to, but you don't have to.
I think it's, if you want to run an electric engine, join a series that has electric engines.
Agreed.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
It was like Audi doing the Dakar and their electric vehicles this year.
mm-hmm.
So that was very interesting. I mean, well, one of them went headfirst into a dune, so they were out. But I think one of them still survived. But they did okay. They didn't win or come, first or anything. But they one of them at least made it. But yeah, I mean, more and more you got electric F1 now. So it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
Formula E is
Formula E. Okay.
how do I explain this in a way that it's actually kind of cool to watch. The fact is that there's no longevity to the car.
Oh no.
And there's, once again, we get into this thing where you lose the creativity. This is why I love vintage car racing, because you are dealing with a vehicle that people are manipulating to make their own, but you're staying within a certain realm of rules to keep that car legal for the track.
Right.
Formula E, you have one car.
Two.
Yeah.
Instead of refueling or recharging, they jump out of one car and get into another one.
Well, what I mean is that there is one fucking body. There is one body. That's it.
Right.
You're going to have this. Everybody's got the same fucking car, people. The same two cars.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
NASCAR.
The pit stops are hilarious.
NASCAR. We've gotten to the point with NASCAR where there's a fucking computer and a laser that measures every inch of the car so that it's exactly. I don't want exactly the same. I want teams to come up with ideas to be better.
Oh yeah.
See, the one sport that I wish was more televised as a motorsport is hill climbs, especially Pikes Peak. I wish Pikes Peak was more televised than it was, because it could be, in my opinion, one of the biggest races of the year.
Now, for those of you that don't know, the Pikes Peak race, Pikes Peak Hill Climb is open to any vehicle. You will be
Except for motorcycles.
You will be put into classes, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
But you show up with a car, guess what? You'll be able to go up that hill after you're in dock.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's considered one of the most dangerous races in the world for a very good reason, but
I've seen many of them come down the hill.
Yeah.
Very fast.
oh yeah,
Very fast.
Quick way.
not on the road. Yeah, I mean, but what the fastest car to the top of the hill is in fact an electric car, and I mean, the fact that the way the world is moving, electric cars are inevitable, and they're inevitable, more like the progression of time, and we have to find a way to fit them into motorsport and still makes motorsports exciting. And the hill climb did that. I mean, VW, and it's the only VW I've ever liked. VW decided, you know what? Let's throw an unimaginable amount of research and development money into this car, and let's get to the top of that mountain as fast as physically possible. And they did it. And the car is amazing. It only did that one race, but it did it really well. And they're still running, they're still running electric cars up there. They're running diesels, front engine car, rear engine car. And if you can think of a vehicle that's gone up it, they're still doing it. And it's amazing to watch.
Yes,
and there's
electric is going to, I don't know. Am I going to say this? Am I going to say it out loud? Is
Do it.
electric gonna take over altogether? I don't think it
No.
will.
Electric can't take over altogether.
No.
For one, the technology hasn't reached the point where we can recharge them fast enough to make them. You possibly could do a 24-hour race in an electric car.
Battery
But you-
swaps.
Yeah,
But you'd have to do battery swaps.
at 15 miles an hour. I mean,
Yeah, and then
show me the Daytona 500.
exactly, and it's like, and we haven't reached the point where we can make lithium-ion batteries safe enough to have in motorsports.
That's true.
I
too.
mean,
And light enough.
they're still having problems with Formula E. That's why they don't recharge the cars. That's why
Right.
they have a whole nother car that you jump out of and get into.
Yes,
Because they haven't
that-
figured out how to recharge them yet, or how to replace the batteries quick enough and
Yeah.
safely. That's why they have a whole nother car instead of.
Yeah.
It's not reached that pinnacle yet. Hydrogen. That's another thing that they've been trying for years to get into racing, and it just they're getting close, but they haven't reached that point yet.
I would think that with hybrid cars, I would think rally racing would be optimal because you have so much braking that you can regain all that power back. I think that would be the best merger.
They tried it.
Of hybrid. Really?
They tried it.
Yeah.
Man.
World Rally cars were hybrid for a while. The excess weight, I mean, that was an extra 1,000 pounds in weight to run a hybrid. And it made the cars actually more dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Well, you'll have
Flying
that.
death traps.
But it's still an option for them. I mean, most of the prototype cars in IMSA are all hybrids now. They have hybrid electric motors, and they seem to be there. That is the pinnacle of hybrid technology right now, along with F1. Is they're slowly figuring out how to get it done properly, and hopefully that technology is going to start trickling down to our everyday drivers, in which they already have. I mean, Porsche, Ferrari, all the big names are already making some of these amazing hybrid supercars that eventually, I mean, don't get me wrong, a Toyota Prius is the pinnacle of automotive technology, but I'd like to see something a little faster.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
All right.
Well,
Go ahead, Alex.
Oh, the Caterham. We were talking about that
Burke.
earlier. They are actually coming out with a brand new electric car,
They
Yes.
all
are.
original. So everybody's jumping on board, it seems. Eventually it will. And I'm thinking eventually, yeah, we'll probably have an electric race car. But I think we'll still have the gas power on the side. I think everybody will at least have that, if not, more. But someday, I mean, probably not in my lifetime, honestly, where you have to have a license or like a fee to have the fossil fuel vehicle, But yeah, that's just the way it's going to be eventually. It'll be all electric cars.
So, Alex, I named off several series that run identical cars, different things like that. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask everyone on the panel here the same questions. IndyCar. What would you do to improve IndyCar?
IndyCar, I don't know enough about it to improve it. If I knew, all I know is that all the cars are the same, and I don't watch enough of it. So if it doesn't draw my attention, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
NASCAR. What would you do to
Uh,
enhance?
Enhance? No, the coverage is great. They're actually, I'd have to say they're doing a lot better, bringing it more into road racing and challenging not just the driver, but the teams developing the cars. They're all looking the same, but little tweaks here and there. They're all doing something a little different to their cars within the rules, of course. But I think they're going in a good direction. There's good drivers coming through there that can learn to develop their skills and go on to bigger series and stuff like that. Because they're sure they do the Daytona 500, and I don't know how many hours that is actually. Not as long as like a 10 hour. So endurance racing it's intense. It's all really a team sport, and well, like NASCAR. I guess I'm getting off topic here, but okay. Yeah. So I really like how they're going with NASCAR. I sort of like where they're going with it so far.
Geoff,
Yep.
NASCAR. What would you do to improve the series?
Deregulate the shape of the cars a little bit. Make them make them into the cars they are meant to be. If it looks like a Toyota Corolla, make it a Toyota fucking Corolla. If it looks like a Dodge Charger, stop making it look like a Dodge Charger and turn it into a goddamn Dodge Charger. Deregulate the shape of the cars a little bit. Make them have personalities. Other than that, Alex said it. NASCAR is going in the right direction with adding more road races, adding the dirt tracks, and adding the small street races. That they're on the right track. They just gotta pull back a little bit on how closely they're scrutinizing these cars. They got to give these teams a little bit of wiggle room.
What about
That's my thought on it.
what about IndyCar?
Same thing. Let the teams and the cars have some character. The racing is good. You'll never be able to take the Indianapolis out of Indy cars because that's what they were designed for. They're meant to go around in an oval. But they do some street racing. They've gone to they do Mid Ohio, which is right in our door. But deregulate it a little bit. Pull back on the regulations. Let these teams come up with cool new stuff. Figure out cool new ways to go just a little bit faster that's a little different than everybody else. I think that's the way to do it.
This is why I've actually been a big fan of F1. F1, I know a lot of people have their druthers with F1, but the teams come up with ideas. Now, yes, those ideas get banned the next year.
Yeah.
But they come up, okay. 5 years ago, Mercedes came up with a steering wheel that was on the yoke of a plane So if they
Base.
pushed the steering wheel in, the toe of the front tires went in. So they had more traction going into the corner. Then they would pull it back and it would straighten the toe out. It was a genius idea, and it was totally legal that year.
That year, yeah. Oh, and they do. They got some real geniuses behind them. That's for
But
sure.
I
it's like
grew up
it's like
in the
Colin Chapman
NASCAR.
and Lotus.
Yes.
Colin Chapman and Lotus in the 60s and 70s. Every single time he'd bring a new car, they'd go, "What's that?" He'd be like, "Nothing. It's not against the rules." And then all of a sudden he'd blow everybody out of the water. And then Ferrari would be like, "Nah, that's not legal. You can't do that." And then they get banned. And then Colin Chapman would go, "All right, let's figure out a way around it. Here, I got this new car. You can't do that." And it's like, it was the progression of, let's find something new. Let's make it great. Oh crap, we can't. Let's do it again.
That's I grew up in the NASCAR series. ARCA, NASCAR, Busch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the best times of my life in that series was 70s, 80s, and 90s, when there weren't as much regulation. You got caught doing stupid shit. I mean,
Yeah, you got caught doing. Yeah.
1990, I think it was 1994. I was at Daytona for testing, and all of my connectors for my sway bar in the front had been drilled out so that I lost about 4 pounds of weight. And they were made out of aluminum. And yeah, made it all the way through inspection, everything. After the second practice, one of the inspectors, blah blah blah, whatever, ARCA officials came up to me. He was like, "All right, we're gonna let go this time, but that's illegal." That's illegal as fuck. I'm like, you guys cleared it. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what made racing fun to me, though. It's like, where can I bend the rule without
Where's the loophole?
actually breaking the rule?
One
It's
of my
getting harder and
favorite
harder to
stories-
do it.
Yeah, one of my favorite stories was when Mark Donahue had the 917 Spider back in the 70s, and they had to have a restrictor plate on the intake. Well, he decided to make one out of tinfoil and cardboard, and then he put it in there. And so when they flashed the flashlight down there, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's an aluminum, aluminum restrictor plate." But as soon as he turned on that car, poof, it was gone. So he had all 900 horsepower, and it started one of my favorite quotes. If you can make black marks from the exit of one quarter to the braking zone of another, you have enough horsepower.
Oh, dude, what was the one in NASCAR where the guy ran like 18 feet of fuel
Fuel
line.
Yeah,
He got himself an extra gallon and a half.
that's right.
That's 4.5 laps.
Right?
Hell yeah, that's a win. It could mean anything.
But then, okay, Leonard Wood of the Wood Brothers Racing made an air intake. This was back when you could only have a 2-barrel carburetor on the car.
Okay.
His air intake was built with 2 4-barrel carburetors inside of it.
Right.
Yet the carburetor on top was a 2-barrel that all the jets were freaking drilled out. So you're dumping pure fuel into 2 4-barrel carburetors going to 8 cylinders.
Nice.
And he got it into the Daytona 500.
Beautiful.
Never got
See,
caught.
and,
I love that.
yeah,
Give me
that's
some
good.
of that.
That's good stuff.
Oh, you
But
can
now it's all torque sensors, and they're monitoring every little millimeter you do, and so it's like it's getting harder, but they
well,
figure it out.
the last time that I went through the NASCAR garage, the car actually goes into a room with no lights. And
It's all laser.
it's all laser done now. If
Yeah.
your car is out of spec anywhere, you will get hit. I'm like, you're taking the fun out of racing, dude. When I was racing in the ARCA series,
Absolutely.
we had one template that went over the center of the car.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That was it. Oh, we had the side door templates too, to make sure that the side doors were the same. But that was it, man. I had all access to everything else.
Uh,
And that's where you
Yeah.
started seeing the creeper cars, the cars
Right.
that had 2 extra feet on the left side or the right side to make that left turn very easy.
Yeah.
But I think we've lost creativity in racing, and that's the point that I was making, and that's also the point
Yeah.
of me saying why I love. I've literally over the past 5 years fallen in love with this vintage car racing. It's so freaking cool.
It's
You're-
pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you been to like Mid Ohio? You're talking about Pittsburgh.
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Have you been except
Mid
for Put-in
Ohio's
Bay?
one of my favorites.
All right, all right. Very nice.
Mid Ohio, Watkins Glen, and Put-in Bay are the 3 vintage car races that I've been to now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're the best.
Gingerman, I want to go to, but every time Gingerman comes up, it's right in the middle of our tournament season.
Yeah, it's the beginning of May, so it's a busy season for the
Yeah,
little Debbies as well.
that's-
So
It's just the worst time for me to go there. But
Oh, yeah.
I love that track. It's an exciting track.
It's hard to drive. I know. I've driven it.
In a
It's-
TR. Yeah.
You're
TR6, the front heavy pick. Oh my god.
You're talking about a lot of elevation change, which I love. But that's a tough track to drive. It's tight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're going to pass somebody, you better be confident and have balls.
Yeah. That is very true.
Um,
That's why we love that track.
it's,
On the sim and in real life, it's great track all around.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a driver's track. You better fucking know what the fuck you're doing.
Oh
Or
yeah.
you're gonna get into trouble real quick there. Everything's tight. And that's what I love about it. Watkins Glen, another another track that's tight. Especially when you get into the back 9. When you get
Yeah.
into the back 40 of that track, it becomes tight as hell. And there is not a lot. They opened up the front for NASCAR, all these different series. You get into the back 9 where those series don't run, it's tight.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet with those guys, especially with NASCAR.
But
I mean, NASCAR's still a big car.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's just a bunch of huge ass bricks going around. It's
still that is one of my favorite road courses in America.
it's fun to watch races on that
Yeah.
because people take chances a lot on that track, so it's very entertaining.
Now, do you guys go and do Road America?
No, that's a little too
No.
far out for us.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a little too far. To get the
And it's
car
a
there and
very
everything,
long track for that car too.
Mm-hmm.
to almost 3.5 miles, isn't it?
I think it's 3.5. Yeah.
3.5 miles. The biggest problem that you run into with most cars is that you've got to be set up for that front stretch run, which is so long that
Keep going.
most people hit rev limiters halfway
Sprite
halfway
would
up
in a
it.
heartbeat.
Yeah. It's very hard track to set a car up for.
Yeah.
Because your rear gears are never going to be absolute. You're either going to set up for the turns or you're going to set up for the straightaway.
Right.
And that's really the only way to set up for that track. And if you don't have the horsepower, set up for the turns.
That's why Trans Am has always done well there. The
Mhm.
big muscle cars and stuff, because they got the legs, they can stretch them. Our little cars, we don't have the legs. We like short little tracks. It's Gingerman, Groton. I mean, even mid Ohio is still a pretty darn big track for
It's
ours.
tight, but yeah, it's got the one long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's very
But-
hard to take a 1600cc engine and make it conformable to a half a mile to 3/4 mile straightaway.
Yeah.
It's that engine is made for you to go into corners really tight and freaking come out of it quick.
Yep.
Yep, and that's why we like Groton. There's the one long straight that's like an old drag strip. The rest of it's just a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's pretty it's awesome.
Groton,
It's fun to watch.
Groton's actually a very fun track.
I think it's for sale as well.
I heard that.
The last time we were there it was for sale, so you never know. Oh
I
man,
have
that would be an exciting one.
I have one question for Geoff, completely off topic from racing.
Yep.
Just recently, your Coast Guard chief got kicked out.
Commodore.
Commodore, excuse me. I wanted to know your feelings on that.
Hey, before you move on from here, this is where I said your little disclaimer might be.
So the Admiral Fagan, who's the Commandant of the U.S. Coast Guard, got relieved of her command. I don't think it was fair, honestly. She was being blamed for things that were beyond her control, and she was being let go for not doing things as quickly as she said she would. But she was making great strides in the Coast Guard. She was trying to get people, she was trying to get our service to be very diverse. She was trying to open up recruiting, build numbers, and she was doing okay. But with the new president we have, she was a woman in command, and we all know his feelings about diversity in the workplace. So that might have been a big point of her being let go. There was some also underlying things that I cannot discuss here, whether or not I'd like to, on things that were internal to the Coast Guard that had not been done properly and didn't get looked over. There are some things that I can talk about. For example, there was a lot of things going on in the Coast Guard Academy that it was called Operation Fouled Anchor. They had a lot of accusations there, a lot of sexual assault accusations, and they weren't being taken care of in a timely manner. A lot of it was being swept under the rug, or, oh, it doesn't matter, you're making a bigger deal out of it than it is, stuff like that. And there's no room for that in any service or anywhere. And it was one of those situations where it wasn't being taken as serious as it should have been. And that was a major reason why she was let go. There are other reasons. And I think one of the big ones is our new president doesn't like having a woman that high up in the food chain. But that's my personal opinion.
Got it. All right. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Now, Rexy. I did not have any clue about Rexy until I drove the car. Please tell me about the team
All right.
and the car.
Okay. So in IMSA Racing, there is a team called AO Racing. AO Racing was a relatively new company. They entered themselves, I think, in 2019. Not very big. They were very, very new to the scene. So the following year, I think it was 2020, the owner of the company asked his daughter, "What would you like to see on my race car?" We have a race car. They switched over from, I think it was Lamborghini or something, over to Porsche, and they had a brand new race car. And he's like, "Hey, what would you like to see on the race car?" And she was like, "I want a dinosaur on the race car." So we put a freaking dinosaur on the race car. And now, so that was 2019, 2020. And then was either last year or the year before, they got an LMP2 car, which is between the Daytona prototypes and
Right.
You look up what an LMP2 car is. It's kind of hard to describe. And he bought an LMP2 car. So he asked his son, "What would you want on this LMP2 car? Your sister got to design the other car. What about this one?" And he's like, "I want a dragon." So they put a dragon on the car. So now, because it's kid orientated and it's a kind of a fun thing they're doing, AO Racing now has one of the largest fan bases in racing. I mean, it's to the point where they're having Hot Wheels made after the cars,
Oh, shit.
and they're impossible to find. They are me and my wife. My wife loves Jurassic Park and she loves dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
I've seen.
That's our favorite race team, and it's impossible to find these Hot Wheels. Anyways, we've been searching for like 6 months, still haven't found them. But it's a great thing, is because a lot of these sponsorships like Mustang Racing and all these other sponsorships, they don't really apply to kids. They don't apply to the younger generations. But when you see a freaking dinosaur race car go by, then it brings the inner kid out in you. And all these kids are loving racing. They're like, "Oh, I want to see the dinosaur car." This year they had the longest autograph line in history.
Oh, shit.
They counted, it was like a couple thousand people showed up for autographs.
Oh,
They
man.
sold out their merchandise tent sold out in the first day. Nobody can say that. No, not Dale Earnhardt can't say that. Lewis Hamilton can't say that. Nobody can say that they sold out an entire merchandise trailer in one day. AO Racing did it, is because they're propping out to a younger generation. They have not only do they do this autograph signing, but they have like parties where they'll like have people dress up in dinosaur costumes and they have fireworks, and it's great to watch. It really is, and that's why they're our favorite team.
You spend a little extra money on getting that skin for your car.
Yeah, I did. Well, it wasn't just the skin; it was the car itself. Because me and Alex like to race.
Disneyland in 1956. Nothing worked.
Yeah, but John, if the Pirates in the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
Sorry.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, me and Alex so I bought the most realistic simulated car you could buy for that car, if that makes any sense. And I spent a little bit more than I should have.
I got to drive that car. It sounds awesome. It looks awesome. And like the outside, you said that is the most high def car you own in your whole livery.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Hang on. You guys were talking about dinosaurs.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eat man.
Women inherit the
Women
earth.
inherit the earth.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
There you go.
Good
I've only
stuff.
seen that movie 1,000 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeff and his wife have an immense,
They have
amount-
dragons. Dragons.
No. An immense amount of Jurassic Park memorabilia, small Jeeps, the whole 9 yards. It's everywhere. It's awesome.
But she has dragons.
She has dragons.
She does have a
She
dragon. She has a live dragon.
Yes.
She's a couple
Two
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Two of them. Yeah.
Gila monster?
No, one's a tegu and one's a bearded dragon.
Either way, the bearded dragon hurts when it bites you.
He hasn't bit me yet. The tegu's gotten close. That thing's just. He's gonna be a monster.
He's fast as shit too.
Oh yeah, he is.
Which one's in the basement?
That's Muldoon. That's named after the Jurassic Park character. That's the tegu.
That thing has claws. They gotta be 1 or 2 inch claws on the damn thing. They have to be razor sharp.
Oh, they are. You should. My wife's shoulder's just covered in scars now.
That's why I don't pick up my cats, because
Oh my god, just to put that up against cats. Oh.
oh yeah, dude, those cats are vicious, man.
Just wait. Wait till
Aren't you?
Wait till that lizard's fully grown.
Oh
Yeah.
God! How big is he supposed to get?
30 pounds
Oh
or
fuck!
more. Oh yeah,
What's
look
he
him
at?
up.
What's he at now? Like 5?
5 or 6 pounds. Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, Argentine black and white tegu is what he is, and he's a male, so he's gonna get big. We have to build a shed in the basement just to contain him.
It's what I did with my mother-in-law.
We lived in my mother-in-law's basement. That wasn't great.
Basement couldn't contain her though.
Oh God!
All right, guys. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
We've kind of skipped around you for a little bit, man.
No, that's all right.
How's the
That's
little,
all right. I'm a quiet guy. It's all right.
How's the Little Debbie's movement going?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, those Valentine's cakes aren't selling as well as I thought they would. I tell you,
Damn.
the chocolate cake is selling better than the vanilla, which is unbelievable. But snack sizes are doing okay. Circle K's suck. Yeah, Dollar Generals suck.
So Alex is the CEO of Alex's Big Cakes.
Yeah, big cake. Yeah. No, it's good. It's it's cold.
Not beef cakes, but big cakes.
Big cakes, yeah.
He's-
No, it's cold. But
Um,
we're getting over that. Oh, you guys are cold down in Texas, aren't you?
Oh, dude, my golf course has been closed for like 15 days straight.
Oh, no.
I mean, in Ohio,
That's great.
in Ohio, like when I worked at Rustic Hills Country Club, we were closed for 4 months straight.
Oh yeah.
Down here, we
15
don't
days.
close, but
No,
we've
yeah.
been closed.
Oh, yeah, you guys have been getting a lot of
But-
cold stuff down there.
We got some cold stuff, man. for the audience who doesn't live in Texas, so you know, we don't get a lot of snow here. As a matter of fact, all we ever get is ice. But we get layers of it. We had
That's so much fun.
4 inches of ice this year. That
4 inches.
Yeah, that took
Jeez.
2.5 days to melt once we got above freezing.
Because y'all don't got salt.
What the fuck salt?
Have some of ours. We got too much.
Are you telling me there's something that might help this?
No, there's nothing that will help the ice. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Sodium chloride.
No. Yeah.
Sodium chloride. I made my own this year and put it on my driveway. And I was the only driveway on Bedfordshire that had no ice. None.
Good for you. Hell yeah.
I took my lawn fertilizer machine and fucking squirted the shit out of.
There you go.
Those lawn sprinters are the best for salt, man. I can't. They're the bomb.
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that one.
Oh God.
Nice. Oh, negative. Oh no.
But yeah, we don't get freeze down here. I had to put a heater in my garage because that's where my water inlet is.
Oh, yes, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no heat in mine, so that's why I haven't worked on Debbie at all.
I do.
Oh yeah.
That's why we had the party.
Jeff's got a nice heater in his. It's like
we used to
it's from
Jeff.
like the 60s.
Jeff's garage was fucking like 89 degrees, and the rest of the house was like 70. It was like I couldn't walk in the garage ever.
So I have to ask this. I mean, you've now held 2 parties that usually are at your dad's place.
Yeah.
At yours.
Yeah.
Is he starting to get nervous? Are you gonna take this over?
Oh, I'm not taking over the Halloween party. Oh,
No.
I'll tell you what. Jeff's party takes all the side quests off of Bob. So because Bob, he keeps adding onto his schedule every year. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's like, thank God you had that party at your house, because it would have never have happened at his.
There's
Never.
no way.
Not this
That
year.
with the new cars and everything.
No.
No, there's no room. There's no room left. So that's why, I mean, what other one did I take over? I took over the...
It was just Daytona, I think.
Yeah, wasn't it just Daytona? Did I take
It's just
another
the one?
party?
There
Maybe
might
it's
be
just the
another
one
one
this year.
There's just one.
Oh, there'll probably be another one this year.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Wait. What's the next 24-hour race?
That would be, the next 24 hours is Le Mans. That's in June. I know Sebring's in March. That's 12 hours.
Yeah.
Do we do anything for Sebring? I don't think we do.
You could.
Yeah, I could.
We might because
but then
Aston
Aston
Martin
would kill me.
No, I mean, you know.
We could do something small, but it's not going to be as big as the Daytona party.
No.
You know, we'd have the basement all set up and stuff.
Yeah.
But the Aston Martin is bringing out the Valkyrie. I'm very excited about their new
Yeah,
prototype.
we're all excited.
So you can buy that one on the street, and now they're going to race it prototype. That's insane.
That's really cool.
Because you can't buy that Cadillac for the street.
No.
Oh man.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh man.
That would be the thing.
There it is.
Your house was a great party environment. You had the garage, you had the basement, you had the simulator, kitchen, you had the living room. Like I crashed out in the living room watching the race. You had what, five TVs?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
5.
It was awesome, man. It was great.
Darts.
I hear something.
Darts.
Yeah, it's Scott being a dick.
Something's coming.
Darts.
Oh, that's my new retard button.
Oh,
We're not allowed to say retard anymore, so Burke came up with the idea to use darts, which is
all right.
tard
we
backwards.
didn't have the dartboard up, did we?
Darts.
No.
No, we didn't have the dartboard up. But I didn't want to do a bunch of math, so.
Yeah, I hate math.
Come on, man. Okay.
I haven't played darts in years. That'd be awesome.
Do we?
No, I played electric darts. No, I played it a long time ago with mom and dad. But recently I played it, and I was better than I thought I would be. I was surprised.
All right. Do
So-
we do the dartboard challenge this year at Put-in Bay?
I mean, we can bring it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we do the dart challenge.
Do
I'll
we have
bring
to
the
throw the
dartboard.
darts?
Do we what?
Do we have to throw the darts?
Oh yeah.
Real darts.
Just
Oh,
asking.
we have jarts as well, so we can bring that.
I'll
The
bring
lawn darts.
I'll bring the darts. Don't worry.
I'll bring the helmet.
I'm going to make a dart launcher.
And I love the idea of the jarts.
Yeah. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
oh, we have
No.
it in the original box.
Do you have the original?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so cool.
Oh, they're so heavy.
You could kill an elk with a lawn dart. You really
Oh
can.
yeah.
we're doing the 50-foot throws.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It has to go over the hanger.
Oh,
Call
shit.
it, yeah. Calling in mortar strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little to the left.
we're gonna hit a mini next door and fucking take out his engine. That'd be great.
And today on Put-in Bay, 3 cats died.
And a seagull.
And an Elva. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
An elderly gentleman in a wheelchair had his foot.
When was the last time you played that, Alex?
Oh God. 4th of July at the
The
lake.
lake. Yeah, with the whole the family gathering.
Man, that's been a long time.
Wait, you played it at the lake?
Well,
It was a campground that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, it was a campground that our grandparents had a trailer at. Now this was like a 1950s trailer, all original on the inside. I tell you, it was all classic. It looked great. All the glass, the glass angled that you moved, the louvers all had to individually move with glass. It was
It
great.
wasn't at Spencer Lake, was it?
No, Long Lake, and I can't remember what city that's around. But you go way
Zanesville.
past Zanesville. Okay, so it's all the way out there. But no, it was great, and we'd go out there every summer, and we'd go just camp and have fires, go on the rowboat, tip it over, stuff. Just do kid stuff all freaking summer. So it was a good place, and yeah, that was the last place we played it, and then now they're not even there anymore because
That was
well,
the last year they were there.
new owners moved in and turned it into just an RV park with like a pool and just so there's no permanent campers anymore of like the old timers from the old days. It's just all park your RV for a day and leave. So
One of my buddies just sent me a picture of an MGB 1970s that is in pristine condition for sale. If you want, $27,000.
yeah, it's a big engine though. It's the big. So that'd
That's
be fun.
1,500. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys watched the Mikamoto auctions, I mean, car prices are going up. I mean, you can. Some of those cars were going for way more than I thought they were going to. Unfortunately, the ones we wanted to sell didn't, but that's another story. But yeah, car prices are going up.
The Michimoto is great. Barrett Jackson. I watched that the other day. There were cars selling for $1 million that I was like, 5 years ago, you could have gotten that for 30.
Shit, I was on Bring a Trailer. They don't have any Spitfires for sale whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, because my ultimate goal is to have a car for Burke and myself. Just because I want to run them off the road.
Yeah, he will too. Not before I do lots of damage to his car, but it'll be fun.
Get a set of Miatas.
Yep.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Get yourself a set of first gen or second gen Miatas.
Dude, those guys were great last year.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
That's right.
They were so much fun.
I am trying to get my friend to let Burke come and play with the Caterhams. So
my feet are too big. I can't drive them. Unless I drive them barefoot.
Well, they make shoes like Puma makes a shoe with like a thinner sole. They make shoes.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? It's Caterham, and these are the Academy. These are the Academies.
12.5-inch shoes, for fuck's sake. They don't fit in that car.
These are the Academy versions. Everything is adjustable.
All right.
They are pretty adjustable.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you get into it, we can practice on the sim first.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun car in the simulator. That's a real fun car.
Dude, that thing has to spin out all the fucking time. Jesus Christ.
So I've made the decision.
Oh God.
I have 90 hours of PTO and it's just building, and I'm only taking 40 of them when I come up for Put in Bay. So I'm going to come up next year for the IMSA race.
Yeah.
The 24-hour race.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And
good time, man.
We're going to put money on the racing.
Yeah.
Did you?
I had a feeling.
Well, this year, yeah, because it's going to be a reoccurring trophy this year. So the trophy will come back, and we'll see what happens. See what the prize is next year, though.
Burke can spend his 40 hours on the simulator and lose kindly.
Oh, all right.
Sure.
Remember, my 240 pounds right now has no bearing in the simulator.
My 275 pounds have no bearing in the simulator either.
Well, you were doing pretty good. What you?
No.
You were chasing.
He was getting used to it.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, keep up blowing up his head.
He was chasing them temps. He was.
Just
I was getting better every run, but it just takes a second to get used to that shit, man.
Because next year you finally have somebody who's actually driven on the track.
So is my father.
Yeah. And he survived 5 laps.
Yeah,
he did.
I'll beat your father. I'm not worried
All right.
about that.
We'll go on the tracks that I have been on. How's that sound?
Ooh.
There we go. We'll do Daytona.
All right.
Ooh, I tell you what. We'll do 6 tracks. 2 of them I've raced on.
Okay.
The other 4 you can pick.
Okay.
I guarantee you will not beat me once.
Oh, sure.
I'm glad this is being recorded.
Accepted. Challenge accepted. Do you pick the cars or do we pick the cars?
I was going to say, what car?
That, since we're doing 6, 3 of them I pick the cars, 3 of them you pick the cars.
And I've got a lot of cars to pick from.
Dude, he's got so fucking many. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, this is going to be
fair?
interesting.
Does that sound
yeah.
fair?
Sure. Why not?
Oh yeah.
I like it.
I'll write up the rules too.
You write
Virtual
up the
stake?
rules. Everyone knows.
Yep. It's on the
$50,
Virtual
podcast.
shake.
$50 intake.
All right,
Everybody
yeah.
puts $50 in.
I'm all right with that.
Winner takes all.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Well, I
You-
know what I'm
Alright.
doing every other day.
Are you inviting
me
your
too.
dad?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah, we'll
more
see.
the merrier. I mean, the more people we get to play this, the bigger that pot gets.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably throw in.
All right. All right.
Yeah, those
I am
two.
all about
those
this.
two are killers. Those two are killers.
Which two?
Depends on the car.
Yeah.
Jeff
It
and
does,
Jeff and
it
Alex,
does.
they're fucking killers on that. They do this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I did it for a living. I'd be making a lot money than I am now. But
We're getting there.
Now,
I'm getting there.
because I've never raced on your simulator, I do get some practice rounds, right?
Oh,
agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sure. One.
Everybody gets a practice lap.
Yeah.
One.
Everybody gets practice laps.
One.
No,
That's all I got.
two. Technically, it's two because it's an out lap and then a pre lap, and then you go
Yeah,
through
that's
No,
true.
your flying laps.
Listen, if I was just racing Burke, I'd be fine with that. Dude, I'd be fine with no. I'd be fine. I'd be like, go ahead, Burke. I'll come up behind you. Buddy.
All right.
Oh, that sounds fun. I like that.
All right, so IMSA race. I've got this actually in my notes now.
Awesome.
There is a big challenge. 6 races. You guys pick 3 tracks. I pick 3.
You got it. Well, you're gonna have to let me know what the tracks are that you're picking, so I can make sure they are downloaded onto the sim.
Totally.
And the cars.
I'm just not going to let you know until the week before we come.
All right.
Because I don't want you practicing. Catalonia is going to be a great place.
Catalonia?
Catalonia.
Oh, I love turns 1 and 4. Oh, they're so nice. Oh, Catalonia's fun.
That's a great track.
It is. It's amazing. It flows so nicely.
That's
Yes, we have, Alex. We've driven that track.
Yep, I'm looking. Dude, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What's-
good. It's a good challenge.
What's gonna be really fun is seeing your dad's face when he has to pitch in $50.
He's trying to buy another brake caliper right now. And he's got to figure out how to mill it.
Hang on, is he having trouble getting brake calipers?
No.
He needs to buy the next one so he can work on it, so he can get it on the car.
I already sent him money. I
Oh,
can send him more.
You have to talk. I know you're a sponsor, but you have to talk with him. He's research and development for the car. I know that we've already set up one whole side and it's ready to pretty much go. He needs to buy the other caliper, mill it, and install it. But other than that, he's got 2 or 3 months work left on the car before it's ready to go. He's doing pretty good.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Because Burke and I are taking care of his brakes, and I told him if he decides to do pit, I will pay for his entrance
he was
fee.
talking about that. He wants to go so bad, but it all depends on Gingerman.
I know, but here's the thing. He's gonna get into a position where he's got to make the decision before Gingerman.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
you either have to go balls to the wall. Show me what you got, buddy. You have the balls?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, he's gonna push the car.
Jump in it.
Oh yeah, especially with the new brakes, he's gonna be pushing it a little bit more
But
because
yeah, he'll push
he
the
knows
car.
he has more. He knows he does, and he knows he needs more practice. We only do 2-3 races a year, these other guys are doing like all the races all year long. So, you know.
All right. So here's my thing about Pitt. The Pitt race is done an eighth of a mile away from where my father was born. That's why that race is important to me.
Yeah.
I want to see him run that race, but I also want I want your dad to be challenged, man.
Oh, well, that's going to be a challenge because I don't think has he ever run Pitt? I don't think he's
Nope.
ever run Pitt.
No.
No, not that I can remember.
And the close proximity to Gingerman really kind of makes it a challenge.
It does, because it's going to be, you're going to be hopping out of Gingerman's, and be clean up and race prep for the right for the next race. But thankfully, Pitt's not that far from it. It's only 2 hours.
No, yeah.
It's about the same distance to Put in Bay, which is kind of funny, you know, because one's PIB and one's PITs. So, but Pittsburgh's only 2 hours away, and it's going to be, it'll be fun. It'll be really fun.
I absolutely love that track. It's phenomenal. I think your dad would have a fun time on that track.
Oh, I know he would.
The whole point in me offering the money up for it was just the challenge. Fucking A, man. Go race at go race where my dad grew up or was born. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm glad the car's coming along. I'm glad everything is fucking rocking. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to Put in Bay.
Oh, we all are. We always do.
If you can see behind me, behind Burke.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Red Moon?
It's the speakeasy,
Red Moon.
isn't it?
Okay.
Yes.
Easy. Yep. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
So,
I've only been in there once, but yeah. Okay, now I got you.
well,
Dude,
got
it's
that.
a great time. Holy
that's
shit.
because you never leave when we go out to the bar.
That is true. That is true.
I
We're always, the car needs this.
I don't want to hear that.
Car
man.
needs that. Or we need to get ready for the setup for the wine and cheese thing, or the car show, or oh God, my son needs to go to sleep, or yeah. No.
All right. So last year, you guys left to go to Hale Farm and Village.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Burke and I are staying until Sunday. You guys should stay till Sunday.
Well, we don't have the car show this year, so
That we know of.
that we know of.
You
But
guys
it's
should
a little
stay
different.
till Sunday.
We'll see what happens.
There's some
Yeah,
good
we'll see what
pizza and
happens.
drinking to be had.
That's always true on Put in Bay. Yeah.
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 as
Hands
a matter
down,
of
good
fact-
statement.
That picture behind me right there. Wait.
Uh,
Oh, doesn't matter. I look like shit. That was what, Saturday night
Oh God.
I believe so.
after the race. Y'all had
Right.
left. Y'all had left to go set up a car for Hale Farm. Dude, I set up that hotel room until Sunday because we usually stay till Sunday. Anyways,
If you
Yeah.
saw the cars that were at Hale Farm, you'd understand.
in a way, I wish I had gone because
We saw the pictures and it was fucking amazing.
I was like, oh my
Holy
fucking
shit.
God.
Yeah, nothing like following a $10 million Ferrari on your way home and going, you know, we're going to give us a little bit of distance here. We're going to let that guy go a little farther down
Although,
the road.
what was the deep burgundy car that was at the island that showed up there?
Oh, the Allard.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Allard.
Yeah, that was a pretty car. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
the Allard was there. Oh, so they had their 300 SL Gullwing, that $2 million Mercedes.
The Gullwing. I forgot about that. They had the GT40.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
I love that car
You know,
so much.
honestly, the Put-in-Bay Classic this year, or this past year, the classic car parade, whatever you want to call it, had some really fucking kick-ass cars.
Oh,
This
it
year.
does.
Yeah, and there's always a couple of new ones that come in that are really cherry. But yeah, this one had like this big 120 Jag. You know, he came again this year.
Yep.
And so it's and like, you know, some of the most expensive ones are island cars that live on the island, which is just insane. But I mean, they got to have hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the money, they might as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So next year, one of you got to do the parade lap.
Oh, me?
Wait, what?
No, have you done it, Alex?
No, I didn't do it because I was setting up for the wine and cheese.
Have you done it any year?
Oh, you mean riding with Dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so you've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
it. I've done it. Ashley's done it. JJ's done it. I think
Yeah.
Mom's done it. So one
Yeah.
of you two have got to do it now.
Yeah.
We'll drive Alex's car. How's that?
Ooh, there you go.
All right. No, that's all right. I trust you.
Actually, I think we need to, especially if the roll cage is in, make Burke ride in the car.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I rode in the car with the roll cage in,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
and my
gotta strap it.
balls never really felt the same ever again.
No.
The first time I rode in that car was with the roll cage in. I will never do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
you know,
Didn't
But-
you drive it home on 4th of July?
I drove. Yes, I did. There was no roll cage. The corner bar was not in. I did drive
That's
it
right.
home,
Because
So I've driven that car
was
once.
done.
but I've never ridden in the passenger seat with the full roll cage in. No,
Okay,
I have. I
It's
take that back. I have.
Burke's time.
No. I've done it
is
once. I'm done.
Burke's time because 3 years ago, I rode in it in the passenger seat with that fucking bar in my balls. It's Burke's turn.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. I'm done.
No, I don't think you do. Do you have proof? Because I have proof. I have pictures.
Do you want to look at my balls?
Huh?
Bet they're done that, but I don't need to go there again.
Where's the T-shirt?
Pictures, or it didn't happen. All right. Fuck, we need to get out of here, man. We're like 40 minutes over our time.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
thanks a lot for coming on, guys. Have
Thank you for having us.
Oh, dude.
We had a blast. What are you talking about?
And you guys being up at Put-in-Bay make it so much fun. You guys are just such good energy. We love you guys being up there and everything.
Anywhere you guys are around,
Yeah.
it's always
pretty
a
much.
pleasure.
Pretty much anywhere you guys go.
Hell, man.
We are a party. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You guys make the party.
Even with the bad tasting chips.
Yeah. Still, that was fun.
The
It was
dirty
horrifying fun.
That is literally not what my ex-wife has ever said about me, but that's okay.
That is okay.
Because I have figured out that Jeff's wife has said the same thing about him.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
we got to
shit.
thank our sponsors. Who are... We have none.
We Southwind Racing YouTube channel is a sponsor. We've got Southwind Racing as a sponsor, and that's about it. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you guys. Can't wait till the next time.
Rodriguez, Ground, Rodriguez, Davis, Rodriguez, Zyger, Rodriguez, Marsh.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyone else we need to thank, guys? Oh, wait. Gorlock the Destroyer. She is on tour right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can find tickets at Ticketmaster. Just look up Fat Ass Bitch.
Oh, God.
Oh, she'll love that. You should have her listen, Jeff.
Oh, I hope that I'll love the day she finds this podcast. Oh, rue the day.
Yeah, rue the day. That is right.
You know what happens when she walks in, right?
The cup of water makes like little.
What the Rock is cooking.
Oh my God, I'm playing that the next time I see her.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to know it. I don't want to eat anything she's cooking. Oh.
Hey, Burke. Hey, Burke.
Yo.
Burke.
Yo.
I tried to do that to him at least once a day.
All right.
Once per podcast.
But
That's good.
Truly, anytime that Burke's on, I only play this.
Size isn't important, my friend. It's not what you've got, it's where you stick it.
Is that why his name says Small Dick?
Yes.
Do you mind if I move?
Oh my God.
The hell, that's for white people.
Oh my God, that's so racist.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
You
guys are great.
Everyone, I don't have my glasses on because I can't really see. What the fuck else do I have to play?
How many dreamsicles did you have? No, it's double vision, not blurry.
We kicked its ass.
You were a fucking military genius.
Oh, dude. Sorry, Jeff. I should have left that for you. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Badass, man. That is.
Oh yeah,
badass.
she's a good vote.
Dude, I want one of those.
Come on up, I'll show you.
Oh my God,
I'll give you a tour of the station.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
You ever been to a Turkish prison?
You like movies about gladiators?
You like an imposed jerk and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe.
Hey, Jeff.
Yo.
This next one, I swear to God, it's the last one I'm going to play, but it's totally for you. Are you ready?
Hit it.
You would not last one day in the Navy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You're funny.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I think I peed my pants. I gotta go. We love you, man. Good night, Jeff.
Good night. Have a good night.
Son of a bitch. Hold on. The fucker's in the cockpit.
I got work to do eventually. I got a whole bunch of stuff I gotta do tonight.
Hey, Burke. Burke.
Yo. Yes.
Yeah, how much money do you have?
On me right now?
Yeah, I want a boat.
About $300.
Yeah, I want a boat.
I hear Carl's got one for sale.
Oh, yeah. There's an idea.
All you have to do is get a blowjob from his wife.
Not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.